How can someone who gave less turn out giving more? This is one of the main lessons we can learn from our Lord Jesus Christ in our Gospel reading for this Sunday. Greetings, friends. This is Jim Orbe and welcome to Pathways of Hope. Today is the 32nd Sunday in Ordinary Time. Our Gospel reading for today is taken from Mark chapter 12 verses 38 to 44. It has two parts. First, Jesus warning his disciples to beware of the scribes, while the second part is about this poor widow who has put in 2 small coins, who has caught the attention of our Lord and commended for her generosity. Let me read the Gospel reading. And in Jesus' teaching, he said, "Beware of the scribes, who like to go about in long robes and to have salutations in the marketplaces and the best seats in the synagogues and the places of honor at feasts, who devour widows' houses and for a pretense make long prayers. They will receive the greater condemnation." And Jesus sat down opposite the treasury and watched the multitude putting money into the treasury. Many rich people put in large sums, and a poor widow came and put in 2 copper coins, which make a penny. And he called his disciples to him and said to them, "Truly I say to you, this poor widow has put in more than all those who are contributing to the treasury, for they all contributed out of their abundance, but she, out of her poverty, has put in everything she had, her whole living." During the time of Jesus, the scribes are those experts in handling written documents. And in Israel, a scribes' duties include teaching, interpretation, and regulation of the law, or the Torah. And many scribes seek public recognition by means of their clothing and places of honor, as mentioned in our Gospel reading for today. As lawyers, many of them exploit widows while pretending to be pious. For Jesus, true devotion to God includes a concern for social justice. It is in this incident in the Gospel story that while Jesus was in the temple teaching his disciples, that he observed carefully, as our Lord always does, to notice a poor widow drop 2 small copper coins. According to many Bible scholars, the value of what the widow offered was worth a fraction of a cent. But in the eyes of the Lord, this poor woman gave more than all the rich people, because according to God's evaluation, she gave everything she had, while the rich gave from their surplus. So, how about us? Do we give? Or do we give like the widow who gave everything she had? It's very similar to the widow in the story from our first reading today in 1 Kings, who gave to Elijah everything she had out of her love for God and his people, trusting that God will provide for her. Or are we like the scribes who gave only from their surplus? Come to think of it, friends, the Lord himself is the first one who gave everything to us. He did not withhold his only begotten Son, that we may have life. Today we are invited to reflect about our own giving. Do we give out of love, or do we give only when we have extra?